Good morning and welcome to In the Mornings with Eddie, all right, and Vinny. Well, we have two rideshare drivers that are working right at ride sharing, do day trading. I still haven't finished my coffee yet. I'm speaking
It's
really
his fault.
fast, all right.
It's his
But
fault.
today we're
We're
gonna be
late.
talking some news. The market is open. Can you do the little market bell thing? Bing, bing, bing,
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I guess. You got me all messed up. What the hell was that? Was that a goat? Did you just hit us with the billy goat?
yeah,
Is that
yeah,
a billy
yeah.
goat? Oh my god, it's hysterical. I love it. I gotta go get
All
this.
right. All right. So the market's open, but hold on. I did this a nice little article today. A nice little article today. So it's on my Twitter account. It's because on my Twitter this is where I put my news. But I decided to go out of my way and designed everything and put it together and stuff. So this is what it looks like. You know. So and this is part of the news too. The cruise agrees to reduce driverless car fleet in San Francisco after crash. By the way, by 50%.
Yeah, but how many cars did they have on the road? They didn't have
Crews
any on
told
the road.
crews told by regulators to immediately reduce robotaxi fleet by 50%. Do you know here in Austin, they were like behind each other, at least two behind each other at almost every corner you go look at night. Now, I'm assuming is that I'm when the car is basically going back to base, they line up right behind each other and they follow each other. I think that's what's going on.
Oh, they
But
conquer each other into the parking lot or whatever.
But this is the news. Cruise self-driving car subsidiary of a GM, which they bought it from the
Oh,
guy that didn't
GM,
want
GM,
to.
right. GM is the owner of Cruise. Yes.
Correct. Yeah, they bought Cruise, in which is the original maker. Remember, I did a news report last time where the original maker, well, he was part of the designer of the program, said that the program was not ready to be used yet. It was not ready, and then shortly after that, he was replaced by somebody else. He
I
he
remember that.
left.
Right.
Yep.
No,
All
this is
right.
punch in the face for saying that. That's right.
Has been asked to reduce robotaxi fleet by 50% in San Francisco following a crash Thursday night with a fire truck because it didn't give it right away to the fire truck. It looks like the cruise car had a green light, but the fire truck had its sirens on, lights on, emergency vehicle. You got to stop and like not go anywhere. So it looks like
I,
cruise
I
doesn't
wonder
understand that.
how. I wonder just about that because I know here I've seen it now where when the emergency vehicles are coming through, especially fire trucks, EMT, they can now, as they approach the lights, the traffic intersections, they can change the lights. Right, the lights will change for them now, and they can stop the traffic.
Oh
Certain,
yeah.
certain, yeah. I've seen that, and so that if I've got an ambulance or a ladder truck approaching an intersection and it's on a red light, it'll turn to a green light for 'em. Or it'll go all four red, right? So that the emergency vehicle can go through. I've seen that several times. Um,
I didn't know that, but it's not a bad
so
idea. I
I'm
agree.
wondering how that cruise vehicle is supposed to recognize if an emergency vehicle is coming, say, from like a quarter mile away,
Well,
and its horn is blaring. It can't see the lights. It's got
uh
no
huh.
chance of seeing the lights. And well, hell, man. So you telling me a loud horn is going to stop the car in its tracks?
Well, I don't know. I know if you drive a Tesla and you go by an emergency vehicle with its lights on the road, that car's gonna react. If you have it on autopilot, the damn thing is gonna slow down. And which cruise cars
But it
should be
has
able
to
to do
see
this.
the lights.
I'm not exactly sure how the Tesla, but this was like over a year ago. They might have
Right.
changed it.
But
There was an
that's what I'm saying.
issue. There was an issue where people will be on autopilot and it will just zoom like man or go fast, like right by the emergency vehicles, especially cops, because you know how cops park a little bit outside of the lane to make sure that they don't get hit,
Mhm.
they don't hit the car, or hit the driver as he's helping them. Anyway, so Tesla has it. I just don't understand why Cruise is having a little issue with it. Maybe it could be. I mean, maybe there's too many cars out there.
I don't know. I have no clue. Well, they're getting a lot of resistance. California is a trip to me, man. California is a trip to me. On one hand, California is, quote unquote, the Silicon Valley innovative tech state, right, of the country. That's what they are.
Uh-huh.
So here is the innovative tech, right? Cruise, self-driving, right? Robotaxis, food deliveries. I was just talking with a friend of mine yesterday out of California, and she says, "Yeah, I see the what you call it all the time, the food delivery." She lives in Burbank with her kids, right? Kids are industry kids. Anyway, the point is that they have they got the food delivery robo carts, whatever the hell you want to call them, all over the place. So my point is they want all the tech and innovation and how progressive California is, but on the other hand, they're also very labor positive, right? Labor positive, and then they got they got a union for cockroaches out there, and they're very labor aggressive. And these two things stand in stark contrast to each other. Right? They stand in stark contrast to each other. You can't be innovative with tech and also be pro-labor, because tech will always eliminate labor, or at least force labor to replace itself with a new type of labor. But eventually, with robobots, the robots and the cars and the deliveries and the yada yada yada, there's going to be no labor. What are they going to do? Right? Like they got the big strike out there right now, right? Screenwriters and Hollywood's on strike. Hollywood's on strike right now, right? And so you're not going to see any really new movies that haven't already been done or whatever. And one of the biggest things, because my friend's son is an animator with Disney, lost his internship because of the strike. But they're talking, but she mentioned something about AI, taking away certain jobs that the film companies want to hold on. Like they'll scan you, and I hope I'm not misquoting this. If I am, I apologize. This is the way I think I understood it. So Eddie goes to Hollywood, right? He's going to play Yippee-Ki-Yay, Madadada out there in a movie. They're going to scan your face, scan your body, record your voice. They pay you for the one time. But now the studios are going to retain the right for you or to use your likeness, your facial expression, everything about you that they scanned. Now they're going to be able to use that over and over and over and over and over again. And your residual from that is zero, nada.
Yep, they did that with Nicolas Cage in Superman. Nicolas Cage was actually Superman on this last Flash, the last Flash movie, and but he got scanned.
Raymond says, "Yeah, and you're going to play Brokeback Mountain." Good morning, Melvin. Good morning, Silver Fox. Good morning, bro.
Morning. And they scanned, but I think they scanned Nicolas Cage, man, a long time ago before he was even in the movie. Maybe they scanned a whole bunch of people, but they used him. He was actually in Flash. He was actually a Superman with long hair. Would you believe that?
So that brings me back to the good morning, Rideshare, Lisa. So that brings me back to the point with the robotaxis, with Cruise and Waymo. Like, I don't think people truly understand how the technology, on the most simple terms to start, is going to replace people. People need to have a sense of purpose. When you were, what, Eddie, you were just joking with me right before the show, because everybody doesn't know. So, right, talking about how I lost my mojo, and there's no doubt about it. I am definitely, well, you're laughing about it, but it's some real shit. By the way, before we go any further, I just want to shout out to our today's sponsor, Gig With It. GigWithIt.com. Get your rideshare merchandise. GigWithIt.com. Check them out. That's the show sponsor today. They didn't know they were sponsoring the show today. I'm going to send them a bill for $2.29 to be a show sponsor. Anyway, Eddie, when you start to lose your desire and your purpose, like things turn to shit. You start taking people's livelihoods. What do you do for people? Here's a perfect example. My youngest daughter just graduated college. She's an artist. She's a digital graphic artist. Her job is on the front line of bye-bye. Her job is on the front line. She just went 4 years of university, not fucking community goddamn college, and could have took it easy on everybody. No. Full-blown university, and not the cheap mother son of Bucklands either.
Yep, and we're gonna have to adapt too.
Her job is on the. If you got your Twitter account.
I got my Twitter account. Yeah.
Okay, go look on your Twitter account. There's 2 things you need to look up. All right, one of them is AOC AI, and then Lauren Boebert AI. These came down my feed yesterday. These are 2 AI pictures. They're not nude or anything, but god damn, they made these women look like fantastic. And you.
Yeah.
And then on the Lauren Boebert one, somebody made a comment. Yeah, but AI still can't get hands right. And when you focus in on the one hand for Lauren Boebert or Boebert, whatever, however she pronounces her last name, right? Her hand, like no, it's a turn off. It turned off the whole picture. But the point is what is this is what's coming. We are all replaceable, and the more technology advances, the rest of us go away. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So, and then again, now we're gonna have to adapt. We are going to have to adapt. So now that autonomous cars are coming out, and they're gonna be, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not gonna be perfect. They're gonna mess up big time, especially this one with Cruise, because the tech is not perfected.
But outside of that, though, how many accidents have they had?
Well, that's what I was trying to.
Right. Outside of the fire truck, how many accidents have they caused?
Yeah. Let me see. In 2022, they blocked the railroad track.
How many accidents have they caused, though? How many injury accidents have they caused? Because that's going to be that at the end of the day, bro. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That's going to be the game changer. Is if they truly do prevent, if there are less car accidents with these autonomous vehicles than there are with human drivers, especially in California where all the big insurance companies are pulling out already. Right? And that's only going to spread. Florida's got the same problem with homeowners insurance. Right? We talked about this, last week or the week before. Right? With all our homeowners insurance providers here.
92 incidents.
92.
Remember, the check just came out, so you got to give them a little bit of time. But 92 incidents where they created mayhem in the streets.
So it's 92 incidents were created mayhem in the streets.
This will be the first accident, I guess you could
say. So they might have caused a traffic slowdown. We know about the cone sitting on top of the car. We know about the 4 or 5 of them that were lined up and one broke down and the rest of them just sat there. Those are incidents, right? We know where one might stop in the middle of the street and cause a backup. That's one thing. But accidents, if this is the first accident, and then how many, if you take the same amount of cars, in other words, you got to figure out the ratio, right? What's the ratio? What's the ratio on accidents with the RoboCup
with the robo taxis? Yeah, well, they are technically the first. They are technically the first, and we're about to find. So yeah, correct. They do cause too much traffic, so maybe that's just again, it's early in the stage, so we don't know yet. I mean, I showed you guys a video last time where it missed the family, like ladies with the kids. You know, it was really close. Too close for comfort, and especially for a robo taxi.
Well, I mean, like you just said, and you know what, Dr. C, I went through this yesterday. I had to drop off at the airport yesterday. And right there, as I was going to pick these people up, bring them to the airport out on Fort Lauderdale Beach, sure enough, not one but two drivers, rideshare drivers. I don't know if they were picking up for Uber or Lyft. They had both the lights in the dash. Okay, in the middle of A1A. If you know Fort Lauderdale, you know you can't stop on A1A. You can't stop on the strip, but they do it anyway. And I had to wait so I could pull in to grab my peoples. I had to wait for these 2 banana heads to move. You're right. That's what they do. They cause. Yeah, let me bring this down just so I can look forward. Yeah, they cause accidents, bro. It's just terrible.
Yeah, correct. I don't
Terrible,
know.
terrible.
And again, also reported that the original person that one of the originals that designed the program and stuff, I said, hey, we're not ready. It's not ready. It's not ready. And then somebody insisted, yes, it is ready. And then shortly after, he left the company or his project and then got replaced by somebody else. So as always, they're trying to push the tech because of competition and stuff instead of just because once it's it's kind of like with Elon, with his autonomous Teslas. When that baby comes out, there's gonna be competition like crazy. But the last thing he needs is those damn cars to run over somebody because that's it. It's over once that happens.
Eddie,
You know,
Eddie, Eddie,
Demon.
you're gonna hate me, bro.
I don't want to
You're
know.
gonna hate me, bro. I just looked at my reports.
A reports for Amazon influencer.
Yeah, I just looked at the report.
God damn it.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Don't ruin the freaking podcast. See, what I'm telling
Did
you.
you?
Pivot Sundays.
Yeah, listen, bro. This weekend was all jacked up, and I want to get to that because I saw a couple of people. Silver Fox said he hit his $1,000 for the weekend. Right? You hit your $1,000 for the weekend. I did not, but I had some health issues. Again, I'm ladies. I'm telling you, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. But I made some money. I mean, it's not like I went broke. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I just looked at my I just looked at my report.
See, now we gotta compare. See, Pivot Sundays. This is what we do. Here we go. Let's promote Pivot Sundays. This is where we talk about things. All right.
Oh, I just saw
Um.
what sold. I'm looking at what sold. I'm looking at what sold, bro. I had a my day yesterday. Okay, guys. Hey, I know y'all don't know what we're talking about, and we can't show you. Hey, Eddie, you know you can't show this report, right?
Yeah. No. I know. I know.
Don't
I
show the
know.
report, bro. Amazon will kick you out of the program.
So
But
I know. I
let's
know.
just put it this way. Yesterday was good to me. Yesterday was good.
So we are experimenting with ways to make money out there, and just what we talk about on Sundays. So if this goes good, then we're gonna start. Usually we tell people, hey, just sign up for it and just do it, whatever, and all that stuff. But we're just testing it out to see if it works. And we just started it, and it's only been a couple of weeks, and the results they've been pretty good.
They're positive. The results are
Very,
positive.
very positive, very positive. But
I mean,
it's
listen,
just
it's not like I can retire.
it's the correct, but it's the continuous income. The I don't
Yeah,
know. I just think it's really good. It's kind of like
great.
you keep doing something, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just starts paying off, and you're
Right.
like, yes, it's like
It's
yes,
like I remember. It's like I remember somebody, and I'm not saying they're wrong, but somebody saying that you know, stuff you do on YouTube is no money. It's little money. It's change. It's pocket change. There's no real money on YouTube. And I when I hear people say that, I'm like, dude, have you ever looked at the numbers that people can do with YouTube? If you're providing a valuable service with YouTube and people like what you got to say, they're going to show up.
yeah,
And they're going to show up in the sense of whether you're monetizing your videos or not. Like I have not been monetizing in the morning with Eddie and Vinny. So if you're watching on my channel, you should not be seeing ads. If you're watching our lives Monday through Thursday, you should not be seeing ads. I don't think because I'm not monetizing them. I should be monetizing them, and I got yelled at for not monetizing them because that's the whole point.
correct.
But first of all, let's see. Dr. C says I drove a cruise guy, said, "Oh, my competition." And he said, "Nah, you got at least 5 years." I don't think you got 5 years, bro. No, I think we got it. I said this about 6 months ago. I said we got less than 24 months. Eddie, how many in Austin? How many Waymo and cruise cars do you see on your road right now?
Freaking, they're all over the place.
And you guys, are the
Look,
the number
man.
one state in the
I
country.
wish I would have recorded this. But every time I went to an exit in an intersection, there was a cruise car, at least two of them on each intersection. So, and not only that, I think I have signed up for them, but I haven't tried it yet because as far as I hear, it's like a It's a subscription, and you can get as many cruise rides as you want.
Well, what I'm suggesting is, God damn, somebody bought 3 of those T7 portable diesels. I can show this on TV. Look, the hard drives, the portable hard drive.
Yeah,
So they bought 2 of these, the 1 terabyte, and then they bought a 4 terabyte, which was a $220 item.
nice.
Yes. And somebody else bought a knife. Did you buy a knife yesterday?
No,
Well, somebody bought a different knife, not the same knife. They bought a different knife because it's like $4 less. So cool, Eddie, you gotta
well,
catch up.
so far so good. Because I ran out of things to record, so
We'll talk about that later. I know we're all over the place,
yeah,
folks. Don't mind us. So, good morning, Thomas. What's popping, bro? How
yeah,
you
they're
doing?
all over the place. I'm telling you.
Thomas needs to get in on this. I'm telling you, when we put this together, this is not going to be a public video. This is going to be a private video when we talk about this. No, not FBA, bro. This is a whole different thing. Richie Hustle's turned Eddie and I on to a whole different thing. He does FBA. This is a whole different animal.
Yeah, this is something totally different. Don't get me wrong. We have our affiliates and stuff that we do, but this is just on top of
This is
that.
different.
Because yeah, when you open your YouTube channel, remember you have an advantage. So you have your YouTube income, but then you have your affiliates, all right, that you can work with. You also have your AdSense, which is the ads that actually pop up on the videos, and all these little incomes kind of just add up to a big one. That's why we always, you gotta at least have you know,
So
I would say 10 passive incomes that you keep working on them.
yeah.
I'm about 5, but we got to keep making them because it's kind of like doing the apps. Not everybody it's gonna pay. And what we're trying to do is grow it so we don't have to drive anymore. It'd be nice if we could just wake up every morning and do this, okay, and then go out, record our videos, and do whatever we want.
Have you thought
So
about what it would be like? Has anybody, first of all, Rideshare Lisa, why will Amazon have an issue? I don't know why, but they don't want, that's part of the terms of service, to be what they call their influencer,
yeah,
is they don't want you putting earnings out there. That is a huge, 3 things, huge no-no with the Amazon influencer program. Number 1, don't show your earnings or your metrics, right? Some people do it, but if they get caught, and this is the easiest thing I've ever seen on the internet to do. That's number 1. Number 2, don't ever mention health. Don't give any health advice. Never do that. And then number 3, never mention the price of the product, whatever it is that you're doing, reviewing, whatever. Because if you do that, they're gonna slap you out of that too. Good morning, Commuter. What's up, buddy? I do have my charts open, Commuter. And I said today I was going to start trading. But like we started to talk about this morning, I went to bed about 9:30, quarter to 10 last night, and I woke up at like 2:30 this morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. I've been telling everybody I got problems sleeping. Right? It's like either I'm wide awake, or I could be sitting here working, or I could be in my car driving. Then all of a sudden I just get this big, like I got to pull over and go to sleep because I can't keep my eyes open. It's the weirdest shit to me, and this all happened since the ticker decided to go TikTok. So I woke up at like 2:30, and then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I came out to the office, and I'm sitting in here till like 5:30 this morning, right? Doing research. I mean, I'm working. I'm up. I'm working. It's not like I'm not working. And then I was right back asleep again. It's the weirdest shit. The weirdest shit. I don't know what to do. I know it's the medication, but I don't know what to do. Eddie says it's my mojo. I don't know. Maybe I need to get laid. I don't know. Maybe that's it, Eddie.
maybe
I don't know. How do you deal with not having relationships? How do you get away with it? Rubber doll, anal baby? I mean, what's the right course of action here?
No, you just look at other people same age, and then you see that you have hair and the other ones don't. You know, uh,
Forget about it. I don't want to know no more about it. Let's let it go. Just end it right there, bro. Oh man. Okay, Dr. C, I see a ton. But I think unless downtown changes reg on the rideshare is allowed downtown pickup drop-offs, you're going to have plenty of people who just don't trust autonomous cars. You know what? I think you'll have plenty of people that are over the age of 45 that won't trust autonomous cars versus those under 45 that are like, bro, their whole life has been based on technology. And those that are based, their lifestyles are already. I mean, think about it. Hey, think about this, Eddie. Think about this, bro. When you walk in the house, if you have a smart home, if you have like I got the Google the Google Nest thingy here, right? The big screen that I can talk to, and I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
I don't even use the damn thing like I'm supposed to. The reason why I bought the fucking thing, right? But it's here, right? Ooh, I can do a review on that. It's here, right? And every now and then I'll ask it a question, or if one of my kids from Tampa, if they call in, right, it'll come through that. So I can do the FaceTime thingy or whatever it is with the Google, whatever Google's version is, Duo, whatever it is, Hangout, whatever, right? I can do that through there. I can have it read me information, but it's just, my point is it's on 24/7. So if I went ahead and got the Nest with the AC, if I went ahead and connected lights and stuff with all of that shit like you got going on with your house over
Yeah.
there, you're already in the technology. Eddie,
It's just
did you know through a few simple plugs that you can automate your entire computer,
yeah.
your own
Yeah.
charges over there?
But I was not too fond of what Amazon did last time with somebody where they made a
Oh, when
racial
they shut down
comment
the
and
whole
then they
house?
shut the whole entire house.
But it wasn't a racial comment, right? They misunderstood that. Let's be clear about that.
Oh, okay.
Amazon did
Well,
not. The guy, the delivery person or whatever, did not make a racial comment. Or the
oh, okay.
homeowner. It was the homeowner.
Oh, the homeowner. Yeah.
Right. The Amazon guy misheard it and
Okay.
then claimed to Amazon, hey, this guy made a racial comment. And for all we know, it might have been a clout chaser.
Yeah, but whether it was true or not, the
Yes, that's
idea that they can shut it down,
right.
okay, it got me nervous. And whether listen, what happens in the privacy of your own home happens in the privacy of your own home. This is exactly the same thing that happened with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Remember, when the
No,
son was actually dating a black person,
when what?
and they were doing the son was actually dating a black person, and he said the N word, right? But the camera crew is it's not supposed to be recording. This is like in the privacy of their own home. Like they can talk whatever they want to talk in their own
Right.
house. Okay. And then they let it out. And then dog, he had he had a point. I was like, this is in the privacy of my own home. Like
Well, that
like
happened.
when I go take a dump, like I don't want the cameras in there and stuff. Like I could do whatever I
Right.
want. If I want to pull one off, then I can pull one off, and I don't need you to be in there. But whoever the camera crew was, it looks like they kept the mic on and they recorded it
They
when
hot
it's
mic-
supposed to be it was supposed to be like a private session, because I know he doesn't record anything in his house. It's always in his office.
Right.
You know.
Well, that's what
Um.
happened to remember that's what happened to the owner of the LA Clippers. The owner of the NBA team, the LA Clippers. What was that, about 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, where the girlfriend or wife he was dating or whatever secretly recorded their conversations, and he said some dumb shit, and then it got out there and they forced him to sell his his NBA team. Now they made him a
Yeah.
shit ton of money because it sold for over $1 billion, and he paid, I don't know, a couple million for the team. But
Damn.
the fact that these people can come in now into your life, now that's a whole real situation there, bro. And if you're out here, if you're joining us, good morning to everybody out there. Welcome to the In the Mornings with Eddie and Vinny. I'm the sidekick. Eddie is the hero in this story. Once again, today's unofficial official sponsor is Gig With It, gigwithit.com. You can pick up all types of gigpreneur t-shirts, hats, socks, underwear, anal babies, whatever you fancy. The Eddie collection is on there. And check out gigwithit.com. You can go and check out all their good merchandise there. Anyway, we Zoom. I will be sending you a $2.29 bill for the sponsorship today. Anyway, GigWise, before I forget, GigWise, if you want to check out more about if you want to check out more about Amazon FBA, go check out Richie Hustle's channel. Eddie, can you put up a link for Richie Hustles? Because that's what he does, bro. He's retail arbitrage on Amazon. He is the king of retail arbitrage. And so obviously that's FBA as well. Maybe in a different sense, but it's the same thing, I believe. Don't quote me on that because I'm not into that. But yeah, man. Yeah. There we go. Okay, let's get back to some of these comments. Good morning. Thanks, Vinny. Hold on. I just saw something about somebody got sick. Heat wave in Ireland. We got a heat wave in
Yeah.
Ireland? No way. No way. I gotta go check that
What
out.
kind of heat wave do you get in
Hold
Ireland?
on. Hold on. I gotta go. We haven't done a weather report in so long. So we're gonna do a weather report from Ireland today. Let me get on my big map here. Hold on. I'm gonna bring everybody up on the map this morning. We haven't done a weather report. I gotta start doing some weather reports. I might go record some weather reports today, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gatewise just oh my
There's
god,
Ireland.
type Amazon influencer and you see what we're talking about.
Here's Ireland. Okay, this is Ireland. This whole little country right here. There's Belfast, but here's Dublin, right? Here's Limerick. Here's Cork. Okay, so we're in Ireland. Let's see what the temperatures look like. The hell's he talking about? Computer, what are you talking about, bro? It's 76 degrees.
That's a heat wave?
That's a
You
heat wave,
little
bro.
what?
And it is now, and it's 11 a.m. over there, bro. No, it's 11 a.m. here. It's no way it's 11 a.m. over there. I can see
What
if you
about
were
that?
in France. I
What's
can see
that?
if you were in France or Italy or whatever. Yeah, okay. It's some heat going on down here.
Wait, what's 23 degrees Celsius?
Where do you see 23 degrees Celsius?
No,
I'm seeing 68 degrees in Dublin. I'm seeing 76 in Galway. Castlebar is 75. What are we talking about? Tralee 75. Cork is 69. Computer, what the hell you talking about, man?
You come to
Heat
Texas.
wave,
You're gonna feel heat wave. Shit. If you think that's hot, here you get an instant tan in the summer. It's been over 100 here. Over what is that Celsius? 100 degrees. 100 degrees
It
in
wasn't no 100 degrees
Fahrenheit.
Celsius. Yeah, it might be 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like 30 something degrees, 38 degrees, 39 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Commuter says yes, that almost instant tiredness is sometimes associated following heart surgery and stents. I hope you're keeping well. Thank you, brother. Thank you, and I appreciate everybody's shout out. I don't keep saying it to I don't need nobody's sympathy. Don't get it twisted. I appreciate the well wishes though. Don't get it, and the prayers, I'll take them. But I let you guys know, because if you're ever in this situation that like I find myself in, you will have some idea of what to look for or what to expect, because at some point all of our bodies break down. I'm only 55. I'm breaking down early. But I always said, Eddie, how many times have I told you, man, when I finally go, my body's going to be like, finally get the rest. Because I beat the shit out of my body. I know I beat the shit out of my body.
Poopy diaper time.
No, we ain't going that far. Tony, what? No way. Tony got sick.
Tony.
What the hell? Ivermectin, bro. Ivermectin.
Yep.
Ivermectin. 97% effective in India. 97%. Bro, feel better.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be I don't think it should be a big deal. I mean, unless you have some kind of immune deficiency.
Oh man.
All yeah, right. I don't know. Anyway, well, let's go. Let's go to news. Let's go to news because I've got this one. I've got this
buddy,
one.
Go to news.
Okay.
Go to news.
We got Chuck Norris. Hold on, Chuck Norris. Chuck, listen. This is the one-man army. We don't forget everybody. Democrat, Republican. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We got Chuck Norris. We got Chuck Norris. You know what that means when we get if you got Chuck Norris on your side, okay? This is why, like in the movie, what's it called? The indispensable. Oh my God, what's the name of the movie that he's in? Expendables. In the movie's Expendables, bro, he don't need nobody. Even in the Expendables, he's still a loner. All right.
Yeah,
I haven't seen there's a new one coming out too.
He was a loner. I've seen them all.
Yeah. He goes in there, he pop, boom, he kicks some butt, and then boom, he's gone. One-man army. All right. Let's do this. This is his take on what's going on with the parties and stuff. So
Question for you, good sir.
Yeah.
Why are you a conservative, sir?
Well, I used to be a Democrat, but unfortunately the Democrats went too far to the left, and the Republicans moved into their position that the Democrats were 40 years ago. See, and so what the Democrats believed 40 years ago, the Republicans believe today. And so I realized that I had to go to a Republican because the Democrats just got too far off the trail. They just got completely off the trail and lost all reality of what America stood for. And so I realized that Republicans at this point in time are more focused on what is best for America than what the Democrats are.
And he still got a beautiful wife, by the way. I ordered his machine called the Bowflex.
Oh, you got a Bowflex? I never
I
had
had a Bowflex. A long time ago, I had a Bowflex.
Hey, Chuck Norris's daughter lost her virginity. Chuck got it back.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, shit. That's funny. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Oh, my God. That's hysterical.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot of Chuck Norris memes out there.
That's hysterical.
There is a lot of Chuck Norris memes. I didn't know, and then I realized about the memes and stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's because in all the freaking movies, he always goes out there and he's fighting like a whole entire freaking country. And then he wins. He always wins. Like he never gets tired, you know? Right. But yeah. But let me play this video too, because
just remember copyrights.
This is a news. Let me see. This is Swedish.
Swedish.
So it's it was a Swedish family. So I'm assuming it's gonna be in Swedish.
Swedish.
But
Swedish.
Swedish.
I don't know. I'm calling it Swedish. I don't know.
Swedish.
I don't know.
All right. But this is gonna be a migrant that actually works his way up into the window.
Hold on. I knew you were gonna play that video. Now I want to hear your story, and then I want to make sure you got the correct story because that's all over Twitter right now. And the story that they were telling isn't the correct story. So before you show this video, because I don't want to do fake news. No fake news.
So I got this one. The guy is coming up the window.
Yes.
Okay. And the guy is coming up the window. And I guess whoever is in the house is saying something, but the guy pulls out a knife. And they let him in the house, and he starts.
They didn't let him in the house.
Well, he forced himself in the house.
Yeah, right. Okay, so just so for a little context, he was going after an ex-girlfriend.
So okay.
So for context, but hold on, Eddie. But this is the problem that I have. Obviously not with you because you're my guy, but this is the problem with Twitter. This is the problem with the fake news. If you don't know, you don't know. Community Notes is helping on a lot of shit, but it's not on all shit, right? DC Drano, who I used to think was a very reliable source, I've caught him now 2 or 3 times, just regurgitating fake shit, and he's a conservative, right? They're all doing it, right? They go with a story, they run with it to get the eyes on because Twitter is now paying its posters, its content creators, it's paying these people for engagement, which means now Twitter is no better than Instagram. It's no better than Facebook. It's no, and y'all know I'm an Elon fan. But when money becomes more important than the truth, well, then you're just all part of the same mainstream media.
Correct. But that's why we search for the truth instead of having somebody else do it for us.
You can't always react to, because like I've seen this video says, migrant, whatever, illegal migrant climbs up window and attacks homeowners. Well, that's not what happened. But go ahead and show the video.
En stege. Okej.
Vad gör du, Mohammed?
Ska bara gå in.
Vad gör du?
Ingenting.
Tror du kommer upp här?
Jag pratar med Maria.
Tror du kommer upp här?
Vad ska du slå med mig?
Nej, wallah.
Nej, vad ska du göra då?
Jag vill prata med dig, Maria.
Vad vill du? Du har redan stått här och pratat med
mig.
Jag tycker synd om dig.
Mohammed, du kommer inte upp.
See how he's having a conversation with the woman?
Mm-hmm.
And now this guy is going to try to get in between them. Go ahead.
Här. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem, Mohammed. Du kommer inte in i mitt hem. Därför han högg mig med en kniv, Maria. Han högg mig med en kniv. Han högg mig med en kniv, en stor...
By the way, I think he caught him here.
Cut him! Shit out of him! All right, we can let that go right there. You got this.
Köttkniv. Så
You don't
blir
need
det.
this.
What happened?
They said, don't finish this. You're going to get our chance in trouble with this shit.
All right. Vinny's getting scared.
Well, I mean, unless you're going to blur it out, there's no graphic warnings on our channel.
Oh, there's nothing graphic in it.
He
You don't
just
see
said the
anything.
shit out of him. That's pretty goddamn graphic.
You didn't see anything. He just saw him swing.
Okay, but we're talking about Google here, who is already not on the sides of conservatives. So
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. That shit would never. I mean, it wouldn't happen here. At least in some states. In some other states, they kind of allow it. You know, like somewhere like out in the west or maybe somewhere in the east. But like lower center of the United States, like you don't do that. You don't do that. I believe the last time there was a report on it where somebody was trying to break into some lady's house.
the hell was that?
Ooh.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. So there was some lady there was some guy that was trying to break into some lady's house, and he was coming up the ladder because he thought there was not going to be nobody home. The lady saw that the guy was coming in, and she shot him. Right? She shot him, and then as he was working his way out the window, he died like going down, and then he was hanging out the window on the ladder that he was trying to climb. And then the lady called 911, just be like, yeah, hey, somebody was trying to break into the house, and he got shot, and I think he's still like there, whatever. And then when the cops got there, you can see it on the camera footage that he was hanging. But he was dead. It was because the one shot. It was a one shot, one kill. She got him in the head when she shot him. And he was hanging off the side of the window. But the guy was trying to break into the house. I forgot which state what this was, but man, it was just like it's like stupid crazy. Like you don't do that stuff. At least not in this country. Well, at least this state. Florida. I don't know Florida. I don't know how you guys are. You guys like tough over in Florida? I mean, New Yorkers, I mean, I don't know. I'm originally a New Yorker, and it's just, I don't know. Too many people over there are just letting things happen to them, and I'm not too fond of it. Really, really, really not too fond of it. Hold on, I'm gonna try to buy this here. But yeah, that was the news. All right. And then with the whole impeachment process that's going on, and let me bring this up. Did you happen to know that? Hold on. Where is my news right here? Where let me see. Hold on. Let me look it up. It's gonna be where was it Bank of America or JP Morgan? They both gave $411 billion to Ukraine to rebuild. Let me see, Ukraine. $411 billion, but it's not of our money to rebuild. You know what I think is going on with Ukraine and the reason why they let that happen. Let me see. A World Bank report released Wednesday puts the cost of Ukraine's recovery and rebuilding from Russia's invasion at $411 billion over the next decade. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Bank. See me. It's this is World Bank. Okay, let's go to World Bank Group. Let me see. Updated Ukraine recovery reconstruction needs assessment. They got a new joint assessment released today by the government of Ukraine. This is March 23rd, 2023. The World Bank Group, the European Commission, and the United Nations estimated that the cost of reconstruction and recovery in Ukraine has grown to US $411 $411 billion. And you know they're going to get that money? They're going to get that money. It happens to be, you know what I believe it happened? They did it on purpose so that would happen to Ukraine and they can turn into Ukraine into whatever utopia they wanted to turn it into. All right? They knocked it all down. Now they can rebuild into anything they want. And they can keep all the Ukrainians in there. But $411 billion. Man, I'm hoping that this is not coming from us. Because that is a lot of money on top of the whatever millions of dollars that we already gave them. So did you hear about this news?
No, what are we talking?
I actually heard Patrick Bet-David, you know, but sometimes people kind of like put words on top of Patrick Bet-David. But yeah, they're getting $411 billion to rebuild.
Who is?
Ukraine.
BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, they're all positioning themselves. You got to understand, war creates jobs. War creates economies.
No, I think that they wanted this to happen. See,
of course,
BlackRock
to happen.
But BlackRock. See, this is what now we'll start going to the ESG score. See, I think
that's got a lot to do with it.
It looks just like they're doing it on purpose. So every single company that can't stay up there, all right, they go bankrupt or they're about to go bankrupt, they're about to hit bankruptcy or something like that. BlackRock comes in, boom, and saves them, right? Now BlackRock owns the company. Now whatever BlackRock and Vanguard said is what you got to do, all right, or else they're going to cut you off.
Well, there's a lot.
This is what I think is happening to Ukraine. This is what I think is happening. Yeah. That's why they got the ESG score. Any company that's not with BlackRock or Vanguard and whoever the other one is like, okay, is it either you go our way, all right, or we're gonna cut you off. We're gonna cut you off, and then BlackRock is coming in and buying everything. Isn't that called a monopoly?
Doesn't matter what they call it; they get away with it. They can get away with it. Nobody's gonna stop them. So it doesn't matter. Everybody's all the politicians, everybody are on the take. But, you know, just like also, I don't know if you saw PBD's little thing last night about China. How the number one real estate company in China just missed debt payments. They're not making their bills. They own the most real estate and they can't pay their bills.
Yeah.
Same thing's happening with BlackRock. If you pay attention to BlackRock, BlackRock owns more real estate than anybody else in the United States. Right? They're the biggest real estate mogul. They're the ones that were buying all the houses during the pandemic at stupid prices. And why we have such exuberant rent prices for people now. They don't want you to own the house. They want you to rent the house because they keep their value plus its residual income. Who invests in BlackRock? Bunch of 401s and pension plans and stuff like that.
Yeah. And not only that, when you do your 401k, who's the main one in there? Vanguard and BlackRock. Okay, that's why people say that 401k is good for you for retirement. But the companies that you're investing in are the same companies that are actually doing bad for everybody. You know, and that's why I think that they're letting everybody in. They let everybody into the U.S. because I think as being American and with the Constitution, we resist. We resist for freedom, you know. Give me freedom or give me death. See, that's the saying. But when you got somebody coming from another country that doesn't believe in this stuff, they don't care. They just want to work, make the money so they can have what they call the American dream. But the thing is, they're not getting the American dream. They get the American in the streets type of dream. Like,
well, I mean, you look at, and I'm trying to catch up with the comments here, but you look at all that stuff. And these are people, bro, that didn't give a fuck where they were at. This is what I'll never understand. Right? Now, this is going to be harsh, bro. So y'all don't get mad at me. But this is going to be harsh. If you won't stand up in your own country to make things right, and thousands upon tens of thousands of your countrymen are making the damn near impossible and most definitely dangerous and life-threatening journey to get here, And then you come here and you want to wave your country flag in my fucking country, but you were too pussy, too chicken shit, too cowardice to stand up in your own country. You can kiss my ass. That's what you can do.
Look at I don't know. Look at what we're doing.
Kiss my ass. You don't get to come here and wave your Brazilian flag, Colombian flag, Venezuelan flag, Mexican flag. I don't give a fuck. You don't get to come here and demand shit from this country when you wouldn't stand up in your own country and demand shit. You see the hypocrisy there? Now that I never spoke on that, but that's exactly how I feel about that. That's why they say when you come here, when you come to America to assimilate, the official language in America.
They don't assimilate. They bring back the same bad habits.
Well,
they bring back the same bad habits that keep them there. Yeah.
But this is what Democrats do. This is how they maintain power. This is what they do. So Americans have to stand up, whether you're a naturalized, whether you were born here, whether you've taken and become and this is another thing too. I do believe every single student that comes out of high school should have to pass a civics test. Just because you're born here, there are certain unalienable rights with that, being a naturally born citizen. I'm cool with that. But you should have to pass some type of competency test on American civics. When I went to school, we had civics class. You had to pass that class, bro. You know, but when you have people that migrate into the country, right, and they got to go take their citizenship test, bro, that's a real test. It's not name 3 generals and you holler out General Lee, all right, General Electric and General Motors. That ain't 3 generals of the United States history. They got to know first 3 presidents. Can you name the first 3 presidents of the United States? Most U.S. citizens.
What is it?
They can't name the first 3 presidents.
Washington, Roosevelt, and
hey, in the comments below, name the first 3 presidents of the United States. Most people can't do it. They know Washington, that's easy. Or the next 2. Go ahead, I'll let y'all Google it because I know you don't know.
That was Washington, Roosevelt, and
Roosevelt.
And Lincoln.
Roosevelt and Lincoln, really? Really? We're going to span 150, 200 years there? No, 150 years. No. That'd be 20. Let's see. Washington, right, in 76. Lincoln in 60, in the 1860s, 62, 63, something like that. And which Roosevelt? Franklin or Teddy? Teddy was the first one, and then Franklin was the second one. Franklin was the World War II president. Look at commuter. Look at commuter. Look at commuter.
Yeah, I was right on 2 of them.
You were right on one of them.
On 2 of them.
Where the hell you get Lincoln and Roosevelt from, bro? This is what I mean. Goddamn Puerto Ricans. Puerto Rican. Oh, this is what this Dr. C. We'll take a look at it, buddy. I don't want to get into medical advice, but we'll take a look at it. There is no right, Silver Fox, and that's the issue. There is no assimilation. Because being an American nowadays is not a source of pride for an American. Hey, Eddie, can we go down a rabbit hole here?
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Can we go down the rabbit hole? We're going to lose some people here, bro, with this rabbit hole today. But let's have
I don't know. We're going to end up losing
conversation. Don't mean you got to agree with it. It's just our opinion, right?
Correct.
There is no pride in being an American anymore. The media has made it a source of pain to be an American. Same as they have made it a source of pain to being a straight white male. You understand? I've been saying it for 20 years. They're coming after the white guy. Everybody thought I was nuts. Look where we're at.
Look at what they're doing.
They make it sound as if being an American, you should be ashamed of that.
Not knowing the opportunities that they have.
Bro.
But they never left here and gone somewhere else.
We are the greatest country on the planet right now because of the opportunity it offers.
I would love.
That's it. That's
I would love for there to be like a program where, like, if you don't like capitalism, will be more than happy to give you a first class ticket to any country you want to go to, and you renounce your citizenship.
It's amazing to me, and I want to get these things up here. Here we go. Commuter's got his answer up, right, and then you got WeZoom came right behind him. The thing is, it's not. I don't understand how people miss the fact that America offers you the greatest opportunity. That the American dream is not the house with the white picket fence and 2.3 kids. That's the result of the dream, but that's not the dream. The dream is the opportunity that you can come here with fucking nothing and make something
and become something. Yeah,
that's the opportunity. That's the dream.
But it's 40 hours a week. They think it's 40 hours a week.
It might be 80 hours a week. It might be 100 hours a week.
Or like I always say, as many hours as it takes.
You know what they say, right?
Don't you sleep? No. Sleeping is a waste of freaking time.
Hey, a wise man, W-I-S-E, not white man, a wise man plants seeds today knowing he will never sit in the shade of those trees. So maybe the opportunity is my grandparents came here with nothing, lived in the shittiest of shit New York City had to offer. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And now I am the result of their journey.
Yeah.
That's some real shit. Nobody thinks of it that way.
This is why me being from Puerto Rico, I needed to get away from that. I need to get away from Puerto Rico and the what was going on in my whole lineage of family. It didn't matter. The same thing with my ex-wife. It was the same thing was happening with. They were doing exactly the same thing, and it was stuck in the same rut. All right. Go to New York, I meet friends and stuff, whatever, and they're all doing exactly the same thing. It's just like everybody's doing the whole 9 to 5. I was like, I don't want to do the damn 9 to 5 anymore. It doesn't do anything. I was like, look at your parents. Look at your parents. Look at your parents. It's all the same thing, that they're all doing the same thing, and they pass it on. And I keep telling my kids, I was like, I'm gonna, if I do anything, I'm gonna get rid of freaking laziness out of my family line. All right, out of the Cortez, the one that I start, I'm gonna cure laziness, because everybody's all in this 40 hours, 20 hours a week. It's like, no, dude, who cares? It's however many hours that you need to put in to get to where you need to get to, then that's what you need. All right, but stop thinking, hey, if you only get 2 hours of sleep, shit, Tate did it. Falling asleep in front of his computer while he was running his business. All right. But that's how he did it. That's how I want to do it. When you guys see me on the videos and I'm recording the end of my day, I'm falling asleep. That's why I stop. I'm falling asleep. And sometimes I try to even push it a little bit further by taking a 20-minute nap. I'll take a 20-minute nap. My alarm goes off and boom, for some reason I wake up. All right. But late at night, I don't want to do that, because usually if I do that, I wake up for an additional 2 to 3 hours, and I don't want to be going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I should try it though.
At the end of the day, I want to respond to Novice Bets here. He says, I'm not sure who came up with the 40-hour work week. Well,
yeah, it's the stupidest thing in the world.
No, it's not. Y'all just had a holiday for this yesterday. Y'all don't even understand where Labor Day holiday. The holiday Labor Day was to celebrate the worker and all the strides that they made. You needed a 40-hour work week, because prior to the 40-hour work week, right, they had kids in in a sweatshop working 100 hours a week. I'm talking kids. So I'm going to disagree with you there.
But that was kids.
Wait. You shouldn't have adults too. We're talking 1920s, 1930s. We're talking 1940s. We're talking the labor movement. I can't let you sit. I can't sit there and let you disrespect all the people that died.
What I'm saying is that if you want to get somewhere,
that's today's world. But that's
if you want, correct. That's it. Whether you like 40 hours or not, or whether it's justified or not, that 40 hours a week ain't going to get you there.
But you know what? Working 60 hours a week for the same $10 an hour versus 40 hours a week, and then the next 20 hours for time and a half. Nah, Eddie, I'm going to stop you there. You're conflating the two, bro. 40 hours was meant for a normal work week. That way, if you worked 41 hours, that 41st hour was overtime.
Okay.
You understand? That's why that was put in place, so that companies couldn't take advantage of workers. Because if you're Eddie,
No. I'm
Eddie,
not talking about that.
I'm gonna
I'm
put you on
not
mute.
talking about that. I'm talking about getting.
All right, you're on mute because you're gonna listen to me. Okay, I put you on mute, you bastard, because you're gonna listen to me. Okay, you're gonna listen. I'll unmute you. If you're gonna talk over me, I'm just gonna keep you muted. Y'all see him, right? He don't know what to do. He don't know how I muted him. He's wondering how I muted him. All right, you're unmuted. Can we hear you now? Listen, bro.
Yeah.
The idea of working 40 hours a week is fine for the average person. Not everybody wants to be a business owner. Not everybody wants to get ahead. They want to do what they got to do to be comfortable. So you cannot put the idea of working more than 40 hours a week on everybody. That's painting a picture with a broad brush. You can't do that.
Correct.
That's all I'm suggesting to you. That's all I'm suggesting.
But if you don't want to work a 9 to 5 for another company, in which where they force you to do things or you get fired if you don't do those things, which will be a health hazard, let alone probably die. All right, then you go work more than 40 hours a week because there is just, I'd rather live a little bit longer than go by the mercy of a company to tell you that hey, you ain't got no choice, you got to do this for me. Because then what happens where like the 40-hour work week turns into an $80 work week because that's what the company requires, and then you ain't got no choice.
Well, if they can keep you trapped in their factories or in front of their sewing machines, and there's no penalty to keep you trapped in there, and they can threaten you all day long, and you need the money, i.e., if we look at the immigration situation right now, right? We keep talking about this. Y'all worried about AI and robocars taking over your job?
Dude.
You ain't got to worry about that shit because right now, it's people out there right now that are completely illegal. I don't even know. There's certain cities you can get certain states you can get a driver's license in without having an official state ID. And you go get a driver's license. Now you sign up on these gig apps, right? These same gig apps that everybody's trying to regulate. This is why it's
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. But now this is the loss.
Bullshit. Here we go. I'm gonna fucking let loose once and for all on this matter.
And then here comes the laws. Wait, hold on before you go. And then these are the laws. These are the law, and then these are the laws that we have. But they start removing them little by little. Little by little, they start removing the laws. Okay, and we got kind of like the Democrats. So supposedly the Democrats, they favor the minority. I was like, no, actually, they're the biggest enemy to the minorities. Look at what they're doing. If you don't see what they're doing, then sooner or later, supposedly they favor the minorities, but they're destroying the minorities. Destroying it. Totally destroying it.
I'm back. I had to put myself in timeout. I had to put myself in because you know why? Because I was about to tear up every single YouTube channel that talks about workers' rights and gig workers' rights. I was about to tear up every freaking YouTube channel, including the biggest and baddest bitches on the block. Because until you resolve this one issue, all that other shit everybody keeps talking about means nothing.
Yeah. Why do you think we do all nothing? This is why we do the pivot. This is why we do the pivot. When it comes to making money with ride sharing, they keep cutting you. All right. When you go work for a company, they keep cutting you. Shit, my rent still keeps going up. With the complex knowing and the owner of the building and knowing, that everything is going up in price, but everybody's making the same amount of money
or less.
It's just like they don't or less, and it's just the stupidity of it. Right, and then they wonder why it's like, now they got to go and they force people that come out of like government funding. You know how they get Section 8, or here they call it low income. It's like, and why do they bring them in? Because when it comes to Section 8 and low income, they pay more. But what does that bring? It brings crime. Why? Because they don't screen anybody. You're a rapist? Come on in. Pedo? Come on in. That's what they do. This is what they were doing in the complex that I was living in. For this, and then they moved out. They moved out all the good people that were actually taking advantage of the program, which I was taking advantage of the program, and then it took me 2 years, and I got out because that's the idea of the program, right? Low income. The idea is not to be low income forever. I was like, you work your way out and you get out. But there was, I mean, the people that were putting in there, 95% of the crime came out of there doing my area. Not only that, now we have houses that are right next to them. And what are the people doing? They're coming from the complex and they're going into the houses and they're robbing the cars.
Yeah, man. 100%, bro. 100%.
But it's just little laws that they have that they keep removing little by little. And again, everybody does the 40-hour work week, but sooner or later that 40-hour turns to 60, 70, 80.
That's what happens.
All right. And then like, what do? And this is why we encourage the pivot. Because if you're gonna work unlimitedly for somebody else, you might as well work unlimitedly for yourself.
You gotta do it for
and just keep
yourself.
finding ways. Yeah, find it for yourself.
Now,
what?
Go ahead.
What you're talking about is the 9 to 5. I'm not talking about the 9 to 5. I'm not talking about working for another company. I'm talking about like the American dream. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that's
talking about the other thing. If you want it so bad, I'm telling you, the last thing you're going to be thinking about is sleep.
Oh, agreed. But at some point, you got to be healthy too, because it's not worth dying for.
Correct. Well,
by the way, real quick. This will be the final shout out. Today's official show sponsor, Gig With It, gigwithit.com. They didn't even know they were sponsoring the show today, but I'm going to send them a bill for $2.29 as soon as the show is over. Gigwithit.com for all your apparel needs, for all your rideshare and gig apparel needs. I really like their shit, bro. Like I really do. I like their shit. He's got good stuff.
I keep forgetting to send Weasel my address.
Well, then just order and pay for it, because apparently you just
And by the way, this is one of my affiliates. I just got the affiliate for this, but it's my Patriot Supply.
Hold on. Can we get through one sponsor before you start hitting them with another sponsor?
Oh, I was just gonna say, since we're talking about all this stuff and how things is getting really expensive and stuff, you got to prep. Let alone, I think 2024. I think 2024 is going to be really bad. 2024 is going to be really bad. Patriot Supply. I got 3 months of food here, buckets. These things are pretty cool, from water filtration to food salads. Just be aware that it's dried food, so each package is like it expands. So if I didn't know that when I was trying it out, and my stomach blew up big time. Anyway, but they do have quite a few things in here. I ordered 3 month supply, and again, that's for myself. I need to order more for thy neighbor. So I need to make sure that I take care of my neighbors if things do go bad. So prep ahead of time. But my Patriot Supply, the link is at the bottom of my description. All right. Just take a look at it.
Weasel wants to know what's the turn that off. Weasel wants to know what's the how long they last in the containers before they go bad.
They say 25 years.
And I agree, Dr. C. The American dream is achieving FU money. Abso-got-darn-lutely.
Oh yeah. Just imagine what we could do with ride sharing if every single one of us.
Who wouldn't give? Listen, let me tell you something about ride sharing.
We could do the BlackRock and Vanguard effect.
I have another experiment. that it's been on my mind. I don't know. I gotta wait until I go see my cardiologist. And if my cardiologist gives me the okay, I got an experiment for your asses. And I'll prove once and for all that anything is possible with the gig apps, with the ride sharing apps. But I can't say anything until because this shit is temporary, y'all. You gotta get up off this shit.
Yeah,
man. This shit is temporary, bro. It's temporary. This is a side hustle. That's all it is.
Yeah, because remember, once they they need to accommodate, so that in the Robert Kiyosaki book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he goes, you can't pay people too much so they get lazy, but not too little so they quit.
Well, that's why W-2s only pay you enough to come back. They pay you just enough so that you have to bring your ass back the next day. That's the number one job of HR, is to offer somebody, whatever the position, whether it's a janitor, right? Or whether it's a CEO, you're going to offer them, based on their lifestyle, based on their experience, just enough money to make sure that some bitch comes back tomorrow to go to work again.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. Like and that's what Rideshare is doing. That's what the gig apps are doing, right? Look at food delivery. You guys have gone from like $3 and $4 base pay to $1 and $1.50 base pay. They're paying you just enough money so you have to bring your ass back to the next order and do it again until you capitulate. And they're going to keep lowballing you and lowballing you and lowballing you. And you're going to keep going online. And you're going to cherry pick and you're going to cherry pick. And eventually at some point, you're going to capitulate. You're going to give in.
Because,
and you're going to start taking those dollar base pay orders. And now your entire delivery payout is based on the mercy. And I'm saying this to y'all. I'm looking you dead in the eyes. It is based on the mercy of the person who ordered the food, whether they're going to give you a tip or not. Y'all holler that no tip, no trip if you want to. Y'all ain't paying attention why they're cutting the goddamn fees, why they're cutting your base pay, why the apps, Lyft and Uber, are doing the same thing, why they are encouraging during the ride, they are encouraging the rider to tip out. Because the more that they can get the riders and train the riders to tip out, the less they have to pay the drivers. Y'all got to understand, this is a big fucking game. This is a big game, y'all. And nobody's paying attention to it. And then you got one group of people over here, you know, beating on their chest. Oh, we got to do right. Let's go on strike. Let's get this. Let's get that. Let's talk to these people, talk to that. Bro, they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't have to give a shit. And then on the other side of the spectrum, right, you got people like us. Listen, I'm here to get my money. I'm here to get my bread. I know when I come out and turn on these apps, I got to suck salt. I know there's going to be some shitty rides in here I'm going to have to take. I got no choice. I got to take them because I got to still pay my bills. But while I'm out here doing this to pay my bills and make my money and cuss and scream along the way, I'm working on my other shit over here.
Yeah. That's why striking is just, you know, it's like a Neverland type of thing. You know, Peter Pan. Just
go ahead. Raymond wants to know how we did this weekend. I didn't crack 1,000 on the apps, but I did about 950 in my limited time out there between the apps and some privates I had over the weekend.
I did a little bit over 1,000. A little bit over 1,000 plus. I had a private ride, but I don't count my private rides because I have no way of.
Money.
It's not part of the you know.
Bullshit. Money's money.
Yeah, correct. That's for me, but for my channel, I only post what I make with the apps.
Oh, well then don't talk about any side hustles then outside of the raps ever again.
So, but yeah, you know, so I mean it was 1,500.
Yeah,
you know.
you had a good week. Bro, did you see Richie Hustles reviewed your video last night on his
I was watching it. I was like, wipe it down. So what the fuck is he talking about? Wipe it down. I was like, wipe what down? I was like,
oh yes. No, Eddie. Did you finally understand what we were saying? Because I texted you the same thing.
Yeah. And then I was looking at the video. I didn't know that Richie did reviews of our stuff.
Do I need to send you an affiliate link for the interior cleaner for the McGuire's?
No, I have a 5-gallon over here of interior cleaner, but that was just a vacuum thing. So anyway, I just came across this one. Hodge twins had a friend of theirs arrested at gunpoint by the feds. Did you guys see that?
What happened?
I got the feds. I mean, the feds is coming after everybody anyway.
Anyway, so I wanted to get back into some other things. Does Richie Hustles have that info on the Amazon thing you guys are doing? No, he's not even talking about it yet because we want to make sure. It's not a big secret. It's the Amazon Influencers Program. It's not a big secret. I'm not comfortable talking about it to you guys until I understand it. You follow what I'm saying? Because Richie's getting a set of results based on how he's doing it. Eddie's getting a certain set of results based on how he's doing it. I'm getting a certain set of results based on how I'm doing it. It's all the same program, but the three of us are coming at it from different angles.
Yeah.
So, and instead of just coming out here and bragging on something, I would rather be, 100% confident in what I'm saying. Otherwise, I'm just spreading fake news like everybody else, And trust me, it's very, very little money here right now. It's so early in the program. It's just the idea. It's like Eddie said, right? When Eddie first saw his first YouTube check. How much was your first YouTube check, Eddie? First affiliate.
I think it was like a couple of hundred.
No, not your YouTube check. Then it was your affiliate. 8 cents.
Oh, yeah. It was like I think it was like it was like 8 cents.
Tell that story.
And then So all right, so I found out about this whole affiliate and AdSense and stuff that goes into your channels, and you ain't got to do nothing. You just apply for it, and you get paid. So I started with the AdSense. I started a website, all right, and I applied for AdSense, but my website had to be like fully made, right? Because they do a check on the website. Anyway, I just put the website up and I just left it there. I wasn't worried about anything. But next thing you know, I check in there and I'm with my daughter and I'm trying to show her. And I was like, you see this? I was like, dude, it's like, I made 12 cents, right? And she's like, so you made 12 cents. I was like, you don't understand. I made 12 cents for doing absolutely nothing.
Yep.
All right. And she's like, so I was like, you can't buy anything with 12 cents. Like, you don't understand. I was like, 12 cents today. Next month, it's going to be 24 cents. Okay. Next month, it's going to be 48 cents. Next thing you know, it's going to be a couple of hundred freaking cents. All right. And then a couple of years down the road, everything just keeps piling up. I mean, when that 12 cents hit, the back of my hairs, I was like, oh, this is great. It's the same thing that's happening with the Amazon influencer.
Yep. Yep.
First was 80 something cents, or was it $1? I don't know. Now it's $2, whatever. Now it's $4. So I was like, yes. It just keeps getting bigger. It just keeps getting bigger. But again, you have to be consistent with it. You have to keep. You have to keep at it,
and you got to get started. And Eddie will tell you, Richie will tell you, I'm the one dragging ass. I'm the one slacking. Right? I am slacking. The thing is that while I'm slacking, and there's two ways of doing this. You can do it either in quantity or quality. I want to shoot for quality because I like making videos. But if I don't believe in the product, I won't make a video about it. In other words, I'm not going to sell somebody something or try to attempt to influence somebody on something if I don't believe in the product. It's a piece of shit. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to do the whole thumper thing. Got nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing at all.
At least for now, we're doing products that we actually.
But I think I've got 17 or 18 videos up now, and I'm at like $14.60. I make the videos and whoop, and that's it. Once you're done,
and that's it. And you post it, and that's it.
That's it.
And that's it.
So
now we're gonna start getting into the seasonal ones, because now we gotta practice on just whatever we have around here.
So gig wise, I never made squat for my Amazon affiliate program. I have made less than $20 in a year of putting Amazon affiliates in. See, and this is another problem, Eddie. And people need to understand this when they start getting into internet sales and whatever they're going to do, however you're going to do it. A lot of times, y'all got to remember who your audience is, bro. Like in the rideshare, if you're going to be a YouTuber for rideshare, if you're going to be a YouTuber for food delivery, Walmart, Spark, whatever, if that's your goal, you don't want to talk to people like me who have been in the game for a long time. You don't want to talk to OGs. Your videos are not for the OGs. We're going to have a little truth here. You want to know why I haven't put out a video in 2 weeks? Here's why. Because my videos showing my earnings doesn't really attract new subscribers. Doesn't really attract people that are already in the game. So I got 2,200 subs, right? And I average between 200 and 500 views per video. So I'm doing my 10%. Our videos got to be geared towards new drivers. That's who our videos got to be geared towards, because they want to know the info. We already know. Listen, I'm not going to make a video for Tony, the Driven Dad, or for Rideshare Lisa, or for Eddie, or for Richie Hustles, or for Richie Berger. They there's no attraction there. They're in the game. We're talking the same thing. We're talking apples and apples. But the new drivers, remember that 90 days, 70+% turnover? That's where if you're going to be a gig tuber in the if you're going to be a YouTuber in the gig space, that's where your focus has to be. There's your gem. There's your gem. You don't want to talk to a guy like Pedro or Hannibal is Hungry, and that's not knocking them. I'm just saying those are old G's, right? Those are old G's, and I venture to say I'm an older G than them, right? So when I watch their videos, I'm there for the drama. I'm not there for there's nothing they're going to tell me that I don't already know. If you've been driving more than 2 years, you know all the tricks of the trade. So I'm trying, if anything, when I make videos, it's got to be geared towards new drivers. But here's my problem. This is me personally. I know that if I start gearing my videos to new drivers, and when I go and I look at my content to see what videos are still getting views and picking up subs, it's all my shit that helps new drivers understand the game. But at this point in the game, we're selling new drivers a bag of shit. You understand what I'm saying? We are selling new drivers a bag of shit because we know the rideshare game has gotten so bad.
It's really bad.
Gotten so bad. The ride requests are coming in so slow. The newer drivers are getting fed the requests because they know no better. The older drivers are getting, okay, y'all get the scraps. It's the truth. XL, I'm an XL driver. I'm a Lux driver. I'm a Premier driver. I'm a Lux Black XL driver. That's what I drive. I know that if I'm in a Tesla on X and regular Lyft, I'm going to make the same amount of money than if I'm driving my Caddy on XL and up. I'm going to make the same amount of money. The market doesn't increase or decrease. The difference is going to be on X and Lyft, I'm going to stay busier. I'm going to do more quantity rides versus XL and Lux and Premier. I'm going to do more quality rides. I'm going to do a lot less rides. So I'm going to be sitting around more. And it's going to make it seem like the job ain't fucking worth it. So let's be honest about shit. New drivers, when they come into the space, they need our experience and our knowledge.
Because back in the day it was good, but now it's totally different. Yeah.
You know, you got to be honest. You got to be honest with people. And I'm not going to sit there for 3 or 4 or 5 hours on some kind of live stream repeating the same shit over and over again. I'm not going to start drama with another YouTuber over the same bullshit. There's a reason why I do what I do, Eddie. And I know I'm ranting here, but it's the truth. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't listen. If you can't bring anything to the table that's positive and going to move people forward, I don't want to be in that circle.
It's just like somebody made a comment on one of my YouTube videos. He's like, "Oh, I showed you a video of how not to work," and I was like, "Okay, well then, what do you want me to say?" I was like, "You're not even." It's kind of like we go back to my bio. Why I am where I am. Why I do what I do. Why I work so hard. Why I put out all these hours and put the damn mileage in the car. It's kind of like, oh yeah, you put too many miles. I was like, yeah, but if I don't put the miles in my car today, I'm going to end up putting it tomorrow. So what's the big deal?
That exactly.
You know, but it's the end goal. It's the idea. But the thing is, if I start laying back and start taking my time, then it's going to take me longer to get to where I really want to go. All right. The idea is to stop ride sharing and move on into something else because with what the shit that's going on right now.
But and you know what? That's my question. Why is that so wrong to want to move out of the rideshare game into something else? And as soon as you mention that, right? As soon as you mention that you want to pivot out of it, now you're a leper on the community. Now you shouldn't be listened to. Now you shouldn't have any subs on your channel. Now you're
working too hard, or
what the fuck?
You need to get. You're
that.
working too. I was like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I don't understand
like,
that.
If you're in the channel or you're in the chat, and I was like, and you want to make money, I was like, okay, well, you got to put in the time. How much time? However much time it takes. Okay, if you're sleeping, 6 hours, and you need to work more, then reduce your sleep time. Okay. If you can't do it, maybe you should eat right. Maybe you should start doing a little exercise in between. Get your body up to date. All right.
Exactly.
But if you I'm telling you, if you want to do it, you got to sacrifice. You know how much time I sacrifice away from my kids? I only see my
100%.
daughter once a week, if I get lucky. If I get lucky.
So Rideshare Lisa, to answer your question, updating videos you've done in the past, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, repurpose them. You look at some of the channels that are making, they're absolutely the channels that hurt us most. The channels that hurt the rideshare game the most are the ones making the money off the bullshit that happens in rideshare, i.e., Driving with Dustin. Right? All he's doing is showing all the negative shit. He learned, I give him credit. He learned, 5-6 years ago, if I make good videos to help people, I'm not going to get as many views. But if I post up all the bullshit that happens in rideshare, I'm going to get a shit ton of views. So Dustin, Driving with Dustin, he went that route. Okay, he went the route of mainstream media. No problem.
Yeah.
Rideshare Hub. I'm not calling, and don't get me wrong, I'm not calling these channels out. I'm just telling you what these channels do. The reality of these channels, this is what they do. Rideshare Hub. Oh, rideshare driver gets hit on by female rider. Rideshare driver asks rider out. All the shit you're not supposed to do in the rideshare game as a driver, this guy, they're making comedy skits out of it. Right? What if I told you, I'm going to show Eddie? Well, I don't know if I'm going to show Eddie. I got a dash cam. I had some interesting footage last night. Some very interesting footage.
It's just everybody's got to find their niche.
So
you find your niche and you go with it.
Rideshare Hub is not going to help new drivers.
Yeah.
Driving with Dustin is not going to help new drivers. They bring nothing to the table. They trigger your emotions. And there are a few other channels out there that do that same shit. They do the same shit. All they're going to do is trigger you. But what are they teaching you? What are they showing you? How are they helping you get the fuck out? They're not. These apps don't give a fuck whether you stay for a year, a month, or 10 years. They don't care.
Correct. It's just like, we know, it's kind of like with the Rideshare Hub, we know what's going on. I mean, we see it. It happens all the time. It's just, they take. Okay. And then no matter what you do, it's like you can call out their BS, but at the end of the day, the guy still paid himself $400 million a year. He still gets his, so it doesn't matter.
You do what you got to do to get your money.
It doesn't matter. But you got to pivot out. You got to pivot out.
Don't come to the community. Don't come into the community like you're God Almighty, like you're the number one, you're the head driver in charge. Don't come out here like that. And don't come at people for trying to help not only themselves, but help others. And feel like, you guys, your channels, and there's a lot of them out there, you guys are the number ones in the channels. You're not. Everybody comes at it a little different. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And right. Silver Fox, this is the best comment.
We like to talk about the pivot.
Here's the best comment of the day, Eddie. There's the best comment of the day. And we've had a lot of good ones today. But eventually there's a breaking point.
Yeah.
What's your breaking point? Like, at what point do you say enough of the bullshit? Good markets are always going to make money no matter what. Good markets are going to make money. But in BFE Iowa ain't going to go out and make the same money I'm going to make in 8 hours or in 4 hours or in 2 hours. They're not going to make it. They're not in BFE Fort Lauderdale, Miami. They're in BFE Iowa.
Don't get me wrong. I'm working a lot more. I'm working more to be able to make whatever I'm making right now. But I've been taking it easy because I got all these things that actually make me a little bit of income, and that's what I really want to grow. So, but sooner or later, hopefully it works out. But I really want to get out of the gig. I really want to get out of the gig economy.
I like it.
It's just,
Here's the thing, Eddie. I like driving on the weekends. I do.
Being dependent on it.
No, right, exactly.
Yeah, being dependent on it. It's the one thing that I just don't want to do.
I like the social interaction, bro. Are you kidding me? Look at all the cool people we've met. Not only on YouTube, but out there in the real world. I like it, man. I have some hellified conversations. I've made some really, really good people, couple good friends along the way.
Well, yeah, and we met other people that are actually in the same, and we met other people that are actually trying to get out also, in which they provide us their info, and we use it to our advantage. That's why Novus. I want to get to Novus's one where he says like, yeah, we started our right channel.
Read that comment out loud, Red.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I had a writer where the dude started sucking on his girlfriend's toes. Yeah, I thought, damn. I guess I was.
Bro, I done seen some crazy shit, bro. That dash cam is a mug. That dash cam is something else, man. If nothing else, you're gonna find some crazy shit. Like I said, I had a feeling something was popping in behind me yesterday, and then when I got home and I looked, and I'm like, interesting.
I gotta take a look at that. I gotta take a look.
Rideshare Lisa says, but new drivers need to see that it can be done good in rideshare. I get some passengers are happy to see us drivers in a pinch. Oh, 100%. Like rideshare serves a purpose. It does.
It's quick
Ronnie Speed last night. Remember, we had Ronnie Speed on about a year ago.
I was trying to watch his live. I was trying to, but I was freaking.
And he was talking. And he was talking about the name of his show, or the title of his live last night is "Should You Be Embarrassed to Be an Uber Driver?" Fuck no. Why would you be embarrassed about it? It's an honest job. It's an honest living.
And he was like he was saying, he's like, who the hell makes $1,500 at a startup job?
How many people make $1,500 a week
in a startup
their job? In any job. Fuck startup. In any job. How many? And you know what? I'm going to do this one for Sergio. How many people gross $1,500 in a week?
Yeah.
How many people gross $1,500 in a week? I know I can go out and give $1,500 in a week if I'm willing to put in the time. Right now, my body won't let me put in the time. That's my issue. But y'all see my videos. I've done $1,000 weekends like it ain't nothing. $400.
Not no more. Everything changed.
Like it's nothing. Like
everything freaking changed. See, and this is where we go. You know, we go back to the it's because we're freaking. They got us. You know, they got us. The apps got us. We know there's negativity in the apps and the companies and the people that run them, but the people that run them always get paid. So they're gonna say whatever they're gonna say just to keep you driving. All right, just to suck you right in.
Let me ask. You know what? Let me ask you a question. Does it matter? Why should it matter? This is off record before we get out of here. Why should it matter if a company pays a gig tuber to promote their product? Yeah. Why is that a problem?
I'm about to get mine shortly. I have to do a review.
Why is it a problem for somebody to want to promote? They come to like, as an example, Uberman Randy Shears. It was Uberman, the Simple Driver, and somebody else. Uber went to them and paid them to make like a 20-minute interview video promoting Uber to drivers. Paid them like it was either $8,000 or $10,000. This was like 7 years ago. And when it came out that these guys were paid to promote the companies, the community turned on them. Well, why? If you're being paid to drive a drunk son bitch 2 blocks right now. What's the difference? You listen to Kim Kardashian and her fake ass. You listen to Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne Johnson, right? The $2 billion between the two of them, they got $4 billion, but they want you to donate your money to Lahane, right? When they can do it themselves. She's got 400 acres out there in Maui. She could pitch a bunch of tents right now and put them homeless people, all the people lost their houses. She could put them up in some place to sleep right now. She ain't going to do it. So what's the problem? Like, what's the problem? As long as they're honest about it, what's the problem? So everybody accuses Pedro of being a shill. Trust me, bro, you can see a shill coming a mile away. We got shills on YouTube channels. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You can tell and you can see it a mile away. And these companies know that these YouTubers or whatever are going to have to take a little grief and talk a little shit about their company, as long as they don't cross that line. So I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. That's why I like this new hustle that we're learning. Because I can give my honest opinion about products I want to give my opinion about. And then it's up to you whether to accept it or not. But I'm not telling you to do something. I'm just saying, hey.
So yeah,
this S22.
just make sure you pivot.
Has a much better camera array than this iPhone Max, the iPhone Pro 12. This S22 Super Plus, whatever the fuck it is, right, has a much better camera array than any iPhone on the market. That's it. That's the absolute truth. iPhone is 2 generations behind Android, but y'all still want iPhones. You know why iPhone does so well on the market? Because they give so many of them away through the cell phone companies. That's why iPhone does so well. Even if they are a $3 trillion company. They don't get you on the phone. They get you in the store, in the app store. Let's get it right. It's not that Apple has the greatest innovation in the world. They're 2 generations behind, 3 generations behind. But every time somebody wants to get into that ecosystem, you want to be in the app store, it's going to cost you 30% every time. Uber and Lyft.
They don't get you if they don't get you one way because it looks good, but they get you on the other end.
Download the app into an iPhone. Apple gets paid. Y'all don't see y'all ain't understand what I'm saying. They don't get you on the hardware. They get you on the software. Microsoft used to call Microsoft. You could buy the program, and it would last you a lifetime, free updates. Now Microsoft, they either bill you annually or bill you monthly to use their software programs. Used to be free, or it used to be you used to buy it, and that was it, one time done. Now you got to constantly pay them. They don't get you on the hardware. They get you on the software. You ever ask yourself why on all your new devices, every single one of your new devices, why Facebook is already loaded on that damn device?
Freaking Bixby. Bixby sucks.
It's fucking terrible. I
don't understand why they have that in there. You know, Bixby paid to be in there. You know how much money they paid? I was like, nobody uses it.
Facebook comes
nobody
on
uses
every
freaking
device.
Bixby.
Facebook comes on every device. They pay these device manufacturers, doesn't matter who it is, they pay these device manufacturers to be on that phone when that phone ships.
So hopefully we get a Tesla phone.
Why?
Really looking forward for a Tesla phone.
I'm just saying, bro, there's so many different things that I just don't think people really look at it. But yet, they're going to knock you for wanting to pivot out of what you're trying to do, bro. Remember that, homie. By the way, before we get out of here, I want to show one more thing because I am as transparent as I can be. I am still in my short position on Lyft. Lyft is down today 19 cents. Lyft is coming in at $12.15. My short position, I purchased I sold, if you guys don't understand, when you short a stock, you sell it and then you buy it. Versus when you go long a stock, you buy it and then you sell it. It's the opposite of going long. I'm going short. So I bought in at $11, or I sold at $11.76 a share. Right now, it's at $12.15 a share. I bought 100 shares. I am down $39 on this trade, but I'm still in the trade. Full transparency. I don't want anybody to think any different. I am seriously thinking about adding to my position right now because they have almost come full circle, right? They're almost up at just 12.51. It got close, you know, but there's no reason why Lyft is going up. There's no news, right? It's the entire market's coming up. So it's not like Lyft is screwing me. The entire market is screwing me. But I'm going to hold on to this short position. I am definitely going to hold on to it. But I just wanted to bring that up. I wanted everybody to understand I am down $38. But, you know, I invested $1,176. So
damn,
we're going to get it there.
Oh, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. All right. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do it again tomorrow for Wednesday.
Hey, Dad, feel better, bro. Feel better, Tony.
Yeah.
Get over that shit, man. Kick it in the ass. Don't take the jab, bro. The jab's people.
And stay away from the respirator.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you could be on.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. Stay away from respirators. Give them the finger or something. Be like, no. No.
All right, y'all. Have a great day. Right. Hey, take us home.
See you guys.